rice for more than 500 rupees per kg, milk powder for 800 rupees, sugar for nearly 300 rupees, electricity cuts to save fuel, low currency reserves, and unprecedented economic crisis. The situation is so bad that the army has been sent to manage the distribution of fuel. Exams have been cancelled due to shortage of paper. This is what is happening in Sri Lanka right now. India's neighbor is in an economic crisis, and all of us have a lesson to learn. How did Sri Lanka reach here? What is the timeline? How is India helping its neighbor? And what ahead? In a very simple language, the entire economic crisis is because of wrong economic policies and lack of forex reserves. Sri Lanka is heavily dependent on imports of even basic stuff like food, sugar, lentils, papers, medicine, petrol, and diesel. Now the country simply does not have money to purchase all these items, and at the same time it is under a massive debt. Now let us understand the reason behind this debt. Number 1, the 2019 Easter bombings. These bombings destroyed Sri Lanka's tourism industry. Sri Lanka is heavily dependent on its tourism to manage its economic situation. On April 21, 2019, 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels in Colombo were attacked in a series of terrorist suicide explosions on Easter Sunday. Nearly 270 people died, which also included foreign nationals. Soon after this, the tourism industry was hit badly. According to one report, in just 1 year, the tourism declined by 21%. At the same time, the economy also suffered because tourists also bring a lot of currency with them. The second time period is December 2019. Now it was a time of bad political decision making. Newly elected president of Sri Lanka reduced VAT rates from 15% to 8% in December 2019. Sri Lanka's income declined even further. Number 3. Then came the March of 2020 when COVID-19 pandemic struck all of us. If the Easter bombings and tax cuts made the situation bad, COVID made it worse. Lockdown crippled Sri Lanka's economy and destroyed whatever was left in tourism industry. The government was forced to spend more to save country's economy, and at the same time country's savings took a deep hit. Number 4. Now let us come to May 2021. Another political decision that caused a blunder. The president wanted Sri Lanka to become a nation of 100% organic farming. As a result, it banned the import of agricultural chemicals and fertilizers. Sri Lanka also thought that this would also save them some money, but actually this was counterproductive. This ban resulted in crop failure, the agricultural output fell, and high prices of food items. The inflation hit a new high and the situation got even worse. All this resulted in a situation where Sri Lanka has acute shortage of foreign currency, high prices of food items, and simply no policy to correct all these measures. At the same time, its own currency is depreciating fast. In January this year, Sri Lanka's official reserves dropped by $779 million to $2.36 billion from $3.1 billion in December. At the same time, it has to pay $4 billion of debt in this year alone. Let us look at its debt profile. The country has been borrowing since 2007. It owes $11.8 billion through sovereign bonds. It owes $4.6 billion to Asian Development Bank and over $3 billion to Japan and China. Now the country is looking out for help. IMF has suggested raising income tax and value-added tax to make the situation better. India has also extended the helping hand. Sri Lanka recently received $1 billion line of credit from India to assist keep food and fuel prices stable. In addition, India has also approved $400 million of credit swap arrangement with Sri Lanka. The country showed the world what happens when politicians make the wrong choices. Yes, the Easter bombings and COVID-19 situation may not have been in government's control, but what happened after that was because of the government. The country's economy is destroyed and now it is looking for the solutions. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, do not forget to drop in a like and subscribe to India Times.